Do you ever do something and afterwards you're like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? So anyways, I'm a theology student. I am getting my master's degree in Christian theology right now. And I also recently moved to a new city. So I'm trying to make new friends. And whenever someone tells me that they love to discuss theological topics, I'm like, oh, perfect. Let's be friends. And so the other day I was at this church event, and the guy who like sits people down in the area that I sit in, I had like briefly met him a few times before, and I like started talking to him, and I was like, so what's something that you love to talk about that you don't feel like people talk about enough in your life right now? And he was like, controversial theological topics. And I was like, we're gonna be the best of friends. So he says that, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. What theology topics do you like to talk about right now? And he was like, I'm really into the whole idea of like Calvinism versus Arminianism right now. I've been researching it a lot and such. So I was like, cool. And we talked about that for a few minutes. Anyways, the next, like 2 weeks later, I come back, and it was right after Sabrina Carpenter released her new album. This occurred a little bit ago. It was right after Sabrina Carpenter released her new album. And as soon as I listened to the song, When Did You Get Hot? You know, the one, when did you get hot all of a sudden? I could look you up and down all day. I was like, oh my gosh, this is how American Christians who are Calvinists think that irresistible grace works. Like this, like it's not a perfect representation, but everything is. Like, think about it. Like, now I'm at the Prospect Convention. Like, now I'm looking at all of the like potential things I could worship, all the potential things that could go down. And then Sabrina, do you know Devin? Like, someone tells them about Jesus, and all of a sudden, Devin looks different. When did Devin get hot? When did God become so irresistible? Calvinists are like, oh yeah, like God reveals himself. This is a terrible explanation of Calvinism. God reveals himself to the elect, and then you can't resist. And I said this to this guy, and he had never heard of Sabrina Carpenter before. And so then I'm just like standing in church explaining who Sabrina Carpenter is and the lyrics to this song and how I felt like it related to Calvinism. And I just wish those words had never come out of my mouth in the